Hi everyone, my name is Sydney and this is my discussion board responses. So, understanding cognitive development in cultural context. Different cultural environments shape how people think and learn. For example, some cultures value teamwork and observation, while others focus more on independence and verbal reasoning. So, students who grow up in a more collectivist setting might be great at group problem solving or paying attention to social details, but those strengths don't always show up on standardized tests. Multilingual students also develop strong mental flexibility, but tests built around English vocabulary aren't really able to capture that. Collectivist versus individualist influences. Collectivist cultures tend to focus on relationships and context, while individualist ones emphasize personal performance and analysis. That can affect how students remember, focus, and solve problems. If a test rewards quick answers and strict language skills, it can put students from collectivist or multilingual backgrounds at a disadvantage, even if they're just as capable. Examining assessment practices. In this case, Mrs. Hopkins values standardization and think that it's the fairest system, while Dr. Rivera and Ms. Washington are pushing for more equitable ways to identify talent. Dr. Chin brings in research that show that both rigor and fairness can coexist if assessments are culturally aware. Mateo and Aisha, I think that's how you say it, experience prove how easy it is for real ability to go unnoticed when the system only rewards one type of intelligence. And then for my personal reflection, as someone who plans to become a PA specializing in neurology, I know that I'll need to be aware of my own cultural biases when interpreting patients' behaviors or communication styles. Neurological symptoms and cognitive differences can sometimes be influenced by cultural context, language, or education level, and it's important to not mistake those differences for deficits. I want to make sure that I'm assessing patients based on their true abilities and experiences, not just how well they fit into Western medical or testing norms. Being culturally responsive and patient-centered will help me better understand how people think, process information, and express themselves, especially in a field where cognition and brain function are at the core of care. Thank you.